Hello, it's Molly Reamer with 30 Days of Goddess and Bridget's Grove with this week's mini ritual. And I'm using Womanrunes, our daily practice companion deck, an assist from the Story Goddess Oracle and from our Cut Your Own expansions, and then a little card from the Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. And so from the Womanrunes, we received the Dark Moon, which is really appropriate for this time of the month. This is the rune of wisdom, the door to the unknown, the crone's rune. And I really feel like this rune is an invitation to listen to what lies beyond, to listen to the mystery, to listen to the whispers of the crone, whether that is your wise grandmother self within, whether that is your ancestors, whether that is the crone of winter as she begins to whisper on the cooling winds of fall. But anyway, there is a lot of wisdom around you. I think this rune reminds us to listen to the wisdom that comes from within. It reminds us to listen to the wisdom of the landscapes on which we live. It reminds us to listen to the wisdom of our ancestors and also to the flaws of our ancestors and to do things differently, to do things better, to improve where we are. I don't think many of us have some kind of ancestral, wounding, or people in our lineage who perpetuated traumas and even sometimes genocides. And so we have to grapple with that as a current day people, and to both look back at our ancestry through the eyes of what wisdom can be gained, but also in what harms can be repaired. So there's both as elements to look at, and it does not make you a bad person to look back at the things in your ancestral lineage that were harmful to others. It does not make you a bad person to confront those past experiences and to do better today to be a better ancestor to the future. So that was a little bit of a side note there, but there is wisdom all around us. There's wisdom in the changing cycles. There's wisdom in the earth. There's wisdom in the landscape. There's wisdom in your own heart. There's wisdom from your ancestors. There's wisdom from your dreams. There's wisdom from your inner sense of knowing. So it is time to listen. It's time to tap in to that wisdom that's all around you. Also considering the door to the unknown. What is opening up? How are you being invited over to the threshold? What is beckoning to you that might feel a little hazy or mysterious, but also that speaks to you of deepest longing, of perhaps hidden wisdom that is beckoning you onward? And then from our daily practice deck, we received begin. I love to see this word because one of the most powerful aspects of daily practice to me is that we are always invited to begin again. I absolutely marvel at how many invitations are offered to us each day, each week, each month, each year. How many invitations are so freely offered to us to begin again? Daily practice invites us to cross the threshold back into our own hearts again and again, and invites us to begin again and again. So may you have the courage to begin again and again. May you trust yourself to listen to all that wisdom, and may you trust yourself to begin. And then a practice. Place one hand on your heart and say any or all of these aloud. This is very powerful. I really recommend this practice. I am whole and holy. Goddess, guide me. I am enough. I am grateful. Or put in whatever else you want to put in there. I am strong. I am powerful. I am full of wisdom. Just put your hand on your heart and say any or all these aloud. Speaking it aloud makes it sinks in even more if you speak it aloud. But you can also speak it into your you can also speak it into just in your own mind. It doesn't have to be out loud, but out loud adds an extra layer of power. And then let's see, we have 2 prayers and then our card. So I'm actually going to go with this card. This is from the Untethered Soul. Whoops. Oh my goodness. The Untethered Soul deck is separated into a couple of categories. One is going beyond. So that's like a category of cards. It's not the message itself. But anyway, where are you going beyond? And then the question, would you like to go beyond yourself? Would you like to feel no edges? And so I have a mixed relationship with this kind of message, because I actually think I've come to see over the last several years that there is power in moving beyond your edges. And there's also power in discerning your own edges and learning to love your limits, letting go of the desire or the promise to be limitless, and accept and even welcome and even lean into and love the limits that you have. So I do have some inner conflict with this type of messaging. Would you like to feel no edges? Edges in their own way can be really powerful and useful. At the same time, leaning into the expansive, feeling limitless, flinging your heart wide open to life itself, that can all be important too. So what is your relationship like with the edge? Would you like to go beyond yourself? Would you like to feel no edges? Or would you like to love your limits? Would you like to lean in and feel what they are and love them and trust them to keep you safe and to hold you and to protect you? And maybe it can be all at once. Maybe we don't have to choose between them. Maybe it can be all at once. And then from the Story Goddess Oracle, this is the deck I'm building for our Goddess Magic community patrons. Patreon.com/Goddess Magic. I'm building that this year. And so we got Bast, and her message is very short. Listen, I am fierce and wild. I play with the sun. I devour fear and roar. So how are you playing? How are you inviting the spirit of play into your life? What fears need to be devoured in order to enable you to play, to move past that edges of being serious and taking it all seriously, and let yourself play? And then we'll go ahead and close with a prayer, and you may wish to actually follow along with this like a practice. I gather my hope into my hands, bring my fingertips to my lips and kiss them gently. Then open my hands and watch these precious and fragile offerings soar. A prayer of promise offered to life. A spell of possibility cast beneath a bright and shining sky. So may you gather up your hopes and make an offering of possibility beneath a bright and shining sky. And then one more, and so this will be our offering to this bright and shining sky. Guide me into the heart. Guide me past the bone, guide me deep in the ways, guide me back home. May you have a magical week ahead. May you explore those edges. May you listen to the wisdom all around you. May you trust yourself to begin again. May you dare to release your fear and play. And may you gather your hope up and make a spell of possibility beneath a wide and welcoming sun. Thank you so much for being here. Keep living your magic. Bye-bye.